We are again starting with our 4K 24 FPS settings. This time we have kept the white balance at 6000 Kelvin. That's the only change. All the settings remains the same. We have kept the lens at wide because we don't want the linear and horizon lock to be working, because we have already set the lower FPS, so the horizon lock doesn't work in low FPS settings. Now over here you can see the various shops and the different kind of lights which are captured by the camera. So you can have an estimate as to how the camera behaves when we go from one dark zone to the another. Now this is a very busy street and there are all kind of lights which are visible from all directions. Now another thing what we have to test today is that whether in 4K settings as compared to 5.3K, is there too much or too little of the up and down movement of the camera. So let's check that also. One thing which I have to tell you guys, that whenever it is a case of a GoPro, in the small screen while filming you will see that the image is absolutely stable. But when you transfer the image to your hard disk, your computer or your laptop, you will get the shakiness. So yes, at this point of time I am trying really hard to overcome the shakiness part and to understand what kind of walk will give us the most stability. So here we come in one of the street lights and at this building which is more lit than the others. Another thing what I have observed with a GoPro is that whenever there is sufficient light, even at night time, there is a distinct possibility, or rather there is a possibility that the inbuilt stabilization will work perfectly fine. Why I would say possibility is that whenever I feel that okay, there is sufficient light and then the inbuilt stabilization will work, and that is the point when I have to face disappointment. When I go back and see the footage, it actually turns out to be shaky and vibrating. So what I feel is, once if I take care of the vibration of the footage, then maybe I will be able to actually check how is the stabilization working. So we have reached our destination, and the destination is Paradise Bakery, which is right in front of us. It is one of the famous bakeries of Prayagraj. So let us begin the part 2 of our trip from Paradise Bakery. So what is so special about this bakery? The best part is that there are two bakeries right in front of each other on this MG road in civil lines. One is the El Chico or El Chino. Sorry if I've got the pronunciation wrong. And the second one is Paradise. So both of them are starkling contrast from each other. The cost factor is quite lesser in Paradise. They don't have that kind of range, but they are catching up. But at the same time, the quality is, there is a neck-to-neck competition between two bakeries. Another word about this place, this is Mahatma Gandhi Marg, or MG Road for short. It is in civil lines in Prayagraj, and it has got all really good branded shops right on both sides of the road. Like here is the Max Mall, and here are a couple of other brands. And over there in a nondescript corner is a restaurant by the name Tandoor. It's a very old restaurant over here and been here for quite a long time. And then you will find multi-brand shops like this one. It's got all the 3 major brands and a few other brands listed. And similarly, there are a couple of shops over there, showroom types. And there is Bata. So all this is a typical commercial establishment place where it has a lot of shops and lot of places to shop. Generally, as the trend goes, you will find once it is past 6 or 7, so the shop starts closing, and thereafter it is the restaurants which take over. The nightlife here is quite subdued. I mean, you cannot compare it to any of the big cities and the small towns, or rather some places where things get very active at night. Over here, they rather start dropping down and then slowing down from there onwards. Okay, now we are going to a very interesting place on this lane. You could see that Pizza Hut outlet over there behind. So on this road, there are 2 shops, there are 2 restaurants, and both of them are selling handi meat. So the speciality about handi meat is that it is made of all these herbs and garlic, desi ghee, and all these things are mixed in a pot, and then the pot is allowed to cook on a very low flame, that is coals. One day I will have a detailed review for the YouTube channel on what exactly this place is. But the funny part about this is that now they have got a second shop, a competitor right next door. So he's the one who is offering a place to sit, and they might be having some good offers to attract the customers, whereas the one who was there from earlier now has a competitor to look forward to. So in just a minute we'll reach that place. You can already see the lights in the distance. So this is it. The first shop, as you stand onto your left, is by the name MFC Restaurant. I'll find out what is the full form. And then the next one is Champaran Meat House. So as you can see, these 2 shops are there right on the road, right next to each other. And we'll have a detailed review of one of them one day.